Good morning, dobro jutro, svima. It's Charles. Just woke up. Just got my coffee ready here. I'm finishing up these questions. Oh my God, they always take so long. Just really quickly, I want to address people. I've gotten 3 messages from folks very angry at my last video, saying that I'm anti-Christian, and absolute bullshit. Okay, nothing against any religious faith. None. You could be a Scientologist and be here and talk to me, and I wouldn't have no problems with you, okay? I don't have anything against it, The only thing that I've got against religion, and it's not Christianity, it's not Islam, it's not Buddhism, anything. It seems like religious people always want to throw it right in your face and make you listen to it and make you try to say, oh, if you don't believe this, you're wrong, you're going to hell, you're doing this. Silly, I think that's ignorance, I believe in your right to be religious all you want. Go home and do it. Do whatever you want. Pray to whoever you want. I don't care. It's none of my business. But I don't want you throwing it in my face and telling me that I should adapt to what you believe, because this world is huge. We've got billions of people that do not believe in God. We've got billions of people that believe in Muhammad is the last prophet and that God is Allah. You've got billions of people that believe that Jesus is the Son of God. Okay? There's many different faiths, and nobody should be out broadcasting it, forcing others to adapt to one certain way. Okay, that's the way I see it. The United States of America is a country now that is filled with many different faiths. So we cannot claim that, that it is a Christian nation. It's a majority Christian nation, yes. Okay? Because we've got the Protestants and the Catholics, which is the dominant religion there, but there's many, many others, and it's changing, okay? So, a country that calls themselves, and no offense to my Islamic friends, I'm digging myself here in a deeper hole here, aren't I? Okay? Because I know the hate is going to continue now, it's going to spread, but Islamic countries that call themselves the Islamic Republic of, and that's what it's kind of sounding like you people, some of you people want the United States to be considered like. I think that's sick, We can't claim to be one country of one religion. It's wrong, it's rude, it's terrible, The Islamic Republic of Algeria. How many different, no offense to my Algerian friends, I love you. But there's not that many other religions. You can't go out and preach other religions there. And that's what it seems like some of you Christians want the United States to be. Where if you're not a Christian, you're going to be penalized, you're going to be put in jail, because you don't like to see Muslims out praying in the middle of the street. And this whole push for allowing prayer in school, I think it's silly. If one person or 2 people want to pray, they're going to pray and nobody's going to say a word. But we don't need to have the whole school listening to it and dealing with it, because we've got Muslims. If you allow a Christian to pray in their school, then the Muslim should have every single right to pray in the middle of the classroom like you. But it seems like, you don't want that. You just want it to be a Christian prayer, Crazy. I know I'm going to be angry and get a ton more hate, and I was trying to stop it. The death penalty. I support the death penalty. Next question. Move on. The death penalty. I support the death penalty. George Ryan was a Republican governor. He ended the death penalty in Illinois. Now we've got what? Maybe a little over 10 states that still have the death penalty on the books and use it. Some more than others. Texas, Florida, Oklahoma, Nevada are the ones that use it more frequently, correct? Georgia probably, and some of those states, but like California still has it, but they never ever use it. I support it. I thought it was a huge mistake for George Ryan to eliminate the death penalty. Being a Republican, it was strange. Usually the Democrat liberals don't believe in the death penalty, but I do. I think the death penalty should be expanded to anything that deals with a child. If you rape and hurt a child, molesting a child, I think that should be death. I think rape, when you violate a woman, their body, you violate that, you're changing her whole entire life, you're ruining her life. you're affecting her kids and her future and everything. I don't think there's a place for you, you know? I think it's wrong, and the majority of those people are not able to, you know, get rid of that nasty, disgusting urges, you know. So I don't think there's a place for them. The government should be there to protect regular people that are trying to live as long as they can, right? And China, I like the way China does it in a way, because China does not allow years and years and years of appeals. Like in the United States, you might kill somebody in 1960, and they're still to this day appealing their conviction. I mean, that just seems like such a joke, such a drain on our economy, judicial system, and such. And I think there needs to be absolute certain proof that there's DNA evidence, video footage, or something that shows this person killing another person out of something other than self-defense. I think they should die, okay? Just my opinion. You might not agree. Europe doesn't agree, but I think it's a great way to get rid of the scum of society. If there's not actual proof, I know some innocent people have been convicted and executed. That is absolute horrible, absolutely horrible. But we can't let that stop getting rid of some of these nasty people, you know. If there's not enough DNA proof or proof like video footage where you can actually see the son of a bitch doing it, they should be in there for life in prison, okay? And never get out, you know. Don't say life in prison and get out in 15 years, you know. Next question. Biggest difference between Serb mentality and yours? Serb mentality. I'd say the biggest difference, well, thank you, that's what you asked. I would say Serbs seem to be, and I'm not speaking for every Serb because I don't know every Serb, but I know thousands of them, okay? It seems like the majority of Serbs are more interested in today than they are in 40 years from now, okay? Serbs are not the type that worry about holding back all of their money for things, you know. If they have a little bit now, they're going to enjoy it, okay? They're going to enjoy it with their friends, and I'm not making Serbs out to be irresponsible people. I'm talking about in general. This is the Serbians that I know, that I hang out with, and that's the difference that I see after living here for 3 years, that back home, people that I know might make quite a bit of money, and they're concerned about saving more of it, you know, save as much as they can, but here in Serbia, it seems like it's a little different, you know. You can disagree with me all you want, but that's the way I see it, you know. So that's what I would say the biggest difference is. And it's really helping me. Also patience, I think. In one way, Serbs, I think, are more patient than I am. I was always very aggressively impatient. Like when I go to a store, to the post office here to pay bills, I've told this before. You go in there, there's a line, there's like 10 windows and only one person working, 2 people working. You stand in line, and people are really quiet and calm, you know. In the United States, a lot of people be going, ah, Jesus, come on, let's go, open another window, you know. But here you don't see it as much. The only and one other difference, though, I know it's kind of counter, however you want to say it, but in a car, I think Americans are a little bit more patient than Serbians. Here in Serbia, a lot of foreigners that come here notice that. You're hearing constant honk, 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 honk. You know, people are so impatient when they drive a car, but in other situations, I think they're more patient. So that's kind of the biggest differences. Do Serbs make you angry? How? Yes, many, many occasions, Serbs make me angry. I'm going to end this video here because it's going to be long. You know, my biggest complaint, if you want me to rant about Serbians. Serbians do make me angry on many occasions, and the majority of the occasions that I can recall being the angriest at Serbians is, number one, is so many Serbians, it seems like, refuse to allow me to be proud of being an American. Okay, whenever I post something about one of our holidays back home, because my family, my friends, everybody I've known for my life is from the United States. I'm happy I'm from the United States, and I would never give that up for anything. Anytime I post something about it on Facebook, I get these comments, blah, 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 bullshit, all these rude comments about the United States. September 11th's another one. You know, to Serbians, I understand the view that the United States and NATO came here and bombed you for 3 months in 1999, killed just as many, if not more, than the people that died in 9/11. And I think it's a tragedy, and I would never, ever, ever say one freaking thing that would insult you, your people, for that. But in 9/11, I know it seems silly for the rest of the world, but Americans that's very troubling for us because it was the only time we was actually attacked on our soil, right in the middle of the United States by supposedly a foreign body, okay? So it's a very tragic thing, a very scary thing that impacted many, many families. And those families that were impacted were not only American people, okay? The World Trade Center is a place where many different countries residents are in there, okay? Many Chinese died, many Russians, a couple Serbians died. It's a World Trade Center, and it was a terrible, tragic incident. And when people post things like that, the Serbian comments are just disgusting by many, many people, and it makes me very angry, so I don't even do it anymore. You know, things I should be able to be proud of and to be celebrating and remembrance, spending time remembering for those victims and things I can't do here because of some people. Okay, so that does make me angry. Another thing that makes me very angry is Serbians, my Serbian friends anyway, are never on time, ever. If my friends tell me 3 o'clock, I'll be wherever I need to be at 2:45. I'm always early. I'll be waiting there, and then I'll call, "Desi bre." And they'll say, "Oh, I'm just leaving the house," you know. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, I've been here for 15 minutes already, and now it's going to be another 15 minutes to wait on you, you know. So it's just, that makes me angry too. Other things that make me angry is the comments. I am not a Serbian, okay? I'm not an Orthodox Christian, but I respect your religion. I love it. I think it's very interesting. I like to hear about it, read about it. I post about your Slavas whenever I know it's one of your Slavas. I've got many friends that are not Orthodox, okay? The majority of every single Mexican that I know, that I love, is Catholic, okay? Because Mexico and all the Central American countries, all down into South America, are majority Catholic, okay? Because Spain colonized all them. So they're Catholic countries. So all my friends that are Catholic, whenever I post something about the Pope or something, the new Pope, who I actually like, I think he's a great, great man, people are always commenting, there's nothing good ever came out of the Vatican, all these horrible things. You know, you can't say that, you know. And I think one reason why a lot of you Serbs do it is because you've never been to other places like that, you know, where there's another religion or something that's dominant, or a country that's got a bigger diversity of people. You know, you can't be that way your whole life, you know. It's silly to do that, you know. I understand your concerns. I've got concerns with many faiths, but I keep it inside me. I don't broadcast it on Facebook that, oh my God, this guy's evil, he's a bastard, he should burn in hell. No, I'm not going to say that. I wasn't raised that way, you know. I've got around 500 or 600 friends that are Muslim, some of the greatest people on the planet. They're from countries that don't even recognize Kosovo. And so you've got a lot of these young, dumb, extreme ultra-nationalistic Serbs that are like, oh, I hate every Muslim should die. You know, dude, are you serious? You know, when I post something about Ramadan or one of their holy days, that is something just like me saying to you, you know, Srečna Slava, you know, it doesn't mean I agree with it. You know, I'm not a Muslim. I'm just being freaking respectful, okay? So that makes me very angry, okay? Those are the things that make me the angriest about Serbs. So there, now you know my 2 cents. I'll talk to you later. Oh my God, what a grouchy guy I am this morning. All about religion usually makes me angry. But yeah, no.